people who do not know, Kannan Nonni and Priyanka Pathak, both of them are NSD alumni. I'm so excited to have them with us in this conversation. We are talking about Vishuddha Ratrigal primarily and some other experiences of NSD and JNU. Dr. Sunil said Priyanka's JNU experience and of course the NSD experience has, sparked him to talk to Priyanka about this role. So what excited you to take up this role in this film, Vishuddha Ratrigal?
To be very honest, because Kannan is my batchmate, and when Kannan told me about this character, and when I read it, I felt really excited about it because it has a lot of potential to reflect on the current situation that we are in. We have a tendency to forget few things, and I think cinema and theater and art itself, it takes responsibility to make you remember, and it doesn't let you forget easily. So as you know that I'm from JNU, and a lot has happened since 2016 February incident in JNU. So I felt very close to the story because we have experienced a lot on the similar lines. As you all know that there was a student, Muslim student called Najib. He is from minority and he's still not found. He was missing soon after the February incident. So as in the story also, Sudhi went missing, and Sunil gave it a nice twist and bring in Maoism in the story. So yes, I felt really the story was actually a lived experience.
ഈ തലങ്ങളുണ്ട്. ഏറ്റവും വലിയ ആളുടെ സൂയിസൈഡ് നോട്ട് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഈ നിസ്സഹായതയാണല്ലോ. ഈ പറയുന്ന ഈ സിസ്റ്റം, ഈ പൊളിറ്റിക്കൽ കറക്റ്റ്നെസ്. കാരണം ഹൈദരാബാദ് യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ഒരു അത്തരത്തിലൊരു പൊളിറ്റിക്കൽ കറക്റ്റ്നെസിന്റെ കേന്ദ്രം തന്നെയാണ് വേറൊന്നല്ല. കാരണം ക്യാമ്പസിലെല്ലാം അതാണ്, പൊളിറ്റിക്കൽ കറക്റ്റ്നെസ് അവിടെ ഉണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ അവിടുന്ന് ആൾക്ക് സൂയിസൈഡ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടവരെയും ആൾ അങ്ങനെ ഒരു സൂയിസൈഡ് നോട്ട് എഴുതേണ്ടിയും പറഞ്ഞത് ആ നിസ്സഹായത തന്നെയാണ്. അപ്പൊ ഈ രണ്ട് തലവും അതിൽ അഡ്രസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. ഈ പറയുന്ന വളരെ ഈ ഹ്യൂജ് പൊളിറ്റിക്കൽ കറക്റ്റ്നെസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ആ ഒരു മേഖലയും പിന്നെ ഈ നമ്മുടെ ഈ മനുഷ്യനില് കാഴ്ചപ്പാടിന്റെ രൂപീകരണം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അതൊരു ഭാഷാപരമായിട്ടൊക്കെ ഉള്ള ഡെവലപ്മെന്റ് ആയിരിക്കും. കാരണം നമ്മൾ പല കാര്യങ്ങളും അങ്ങനെയാണല്ലോ, പരിമിതമായിരിക്കും. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ പരിമിതം, അപ്പൊ റോമിലയുടെ പരിമിതികൾ ആളുടെ സൂയിസൈഡ് നോട്ടും അങ്ങനെയാണല്ലോ. അതിലെ ഒരു പോയിന്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് അതൊരു എന്താ പറയുക, ഒരു ജീനിയസ് നോട്ടാണ് സൂയിസൈഡ് നോട്ട് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ ആ രണ്ട് തലങ്ങളും ഈ സിനിമയിലുണ്ട്. അതിനെ ഏറ്റവും ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റിംഗ് ആക്കണ ഈ ആന്തോളജി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ഫ്രാഗ്മെന്റേഷൻ, അത് രസകരമാണെന്ന് സിനിമയിലുണ്ട്.
Can you just repeat that political correctness wala line one more time?
Political correctness में क्या बोल रहे थे? हम तो बोलता है political correctness होता है, वो तो ऑर्गेनाइज्ड है, सबको पता है क्या है politically correct, क्या है politically गलत, सबको पता है. पर ये पॉलिटिकल करेक्टनेस में फिल्म के हिसाब से हम जो बोल रहे तो बोलने के लिए कोशिश किया तो फिल्म में ऐसा ये ट्रैजिक, ये पॉलिटिकल करेक्टनेस का एक तरह का ट्रैजिक फॉल होता रहता है, क्योंकि हर कहानी में, क्योंकि सबको पता है, क्योंकि ये सबको ये क्या गलत है क्या करेक्ट है पता है, पर फिर भी ये फॉल होता रहता है, पॉलिटिकल करेक्टनेस का फॉल होता रहता है. क्योंकि ये प्रोफेसर बोल रहा है, क्योंकि सालों बाद वो फिल्म में टीवी में देख रहा वो देखकर उसको इंसिडेंट पूरा याद आ रहा है, तो उसको इट्स पार्ट ऑफ दैट ह्यूज प्रोपेगेंडिक पॉलिटिकल करेक्टनेस पार्ट. एट द सेम टाइम ये इंडिविजुअल्स को एक तरह का लिमिटेशंस होता है. ये लिमिटेशंस हम विजन ऐसा कुछ बोलता है, तो इसको डेवलप करने का एक पॉसिबिलिटी भी है. ये पॉसिबिलिटी हम ग्रेजुअली डेवलप करता है, पर ये कभी पॉलिटिकल करेक्टनेस का बाइनरी के साथ ये कभी एक्सेप्ट नहीं होता है. पॉलिटिकल करेक्टनेस बाइनरी इंडिविजुअल्स का ये सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट और सेल्फ मॉनिटरिंग और सेल्फ करेक्टिंग और वो सेल्फ को ठीक करने वाला और अपना लैंग्वेज को अचीव करने वाला प्रोसेस को कभी ये ह्यूज पॉलिटिकल करेक्टनेस प्रोपेगेंडिक एरिया कभी एक्सेप्ट नहीं करता. तो एक हम रोहित वेमुला के बारे में बात करने के समय बहुत क्लियर है, क्योंकि रोहित वेमुला जो हैदराबाद यूनिवर्सिटी इज ए ह्यूज पॉलिटिकल करेक्टनेस सेंटर। हर मतलब हर कैंपस में पॉलिटिकल करेक्टनेस क्या होता है वो डिस्कशन ह्यूजली होता है। तो वहां पे रोहित वेमुला ऐसा सुइसाइड नोट लिखना, दैट इज ट्रैजिक।
Since I'm still in a university campus and which is very, very politically volatile and active at the same time, what you're saying that political correctness का center है universities, Kannan, I feel that उसको idealize करने का जरूरत नहीं है. You know, you don't have to. Of course, you know there is a movement that is happening there. People are coming, people are going, people are being oriented towards politics, what is happening, and at the same time there is a movement in the politics also. So when you say that these university campuses are the center of political correctness and yet it fails itself, usko thoda sa और layer hata ke dekhna hai, because campus is not only students, campus is not only. Right now, when we are speaking, the state is intervening in the campuses now in a very big way. Why? Not only because it is the center of political correctness, but there is a lot that happens there. So, वो failure जो है, वो थोड़ा dissect करना पड़ेगा that it is not the failure of campus being center of political correctness, but something else.
To what extent has NSD and JNU molded you to be to a mature individual who react and who respond to situations?
Oh, when we joined NSD, we were not all, at least I can talk about myself. I was very unaware of many things, but that's a gradual process. You grow. And that's why you go to these institutions so that you expose yourself to many other things. And I think our teachers at NSD contributed a lot to that. Abhilash sir, Anuradha ma'am, Kirti ma'am. Also, you learn a lot from your own batchmates, because this is one of the only probably or one of the few institutions where you meet people from every state. So I am from Delhi. It's very rare for me to meet someone from Arunachal Pradesh, for example, and so I think cultural exposure is also, which it's not apolitical. It's very, very political. So that helped me a lot. I was a very Delhi arrogant kid. And Kannan can vouch for me there. I was very, very guarded and very arrogant. I think NSD made me realize a lot of things that I wouldn't have if I wouldn't have gone to NSD. And then JNU, of course, there is a very strong political orientation that you go through with. So, wo hai. But NSD is a very special place, is what I feel. I mean, it has its own problems, but it gives you a kind of space where you can shape yourself, or at least try. अभी तो हम वो try करने का जगह भी चले गया है ना. Isn't it, Kannan?
Yeah, yes.
So you're agreeing with me? I was very Delhiite, typical Delhiite.
That I don't know. That I didn't remember.
Good. These are the things to forget.
This is a special place where we can overcome all such limitations. Look, at this moment I am mixing up with languages. Sometimes I'm speaking in English, sometimes I'm speaking Malayalam. So NSD is that kind of a space. That is its possibility.
It doesn't only give you a shape, but it tells you your limitations also. So unless you don't know what you don't know, how will you make progress? So there are encounters of your own limitations in a strong way.
I have one question related to Vishuddharatra. Basically, when you were caught, you did not know the intensity of the issue, or and there is a gradual progression, and the graph is going high, and then your reaction also builds up. In that, how was that conceived? As in when that when that situation, because it would have been shot at different days or different point of time.
I would give credit to Sunil, Dr. Sunil, and also Kannan. Actor, he was my co-actor, and I was comfortable with him because he's also my batchmate. So we know a lot about each other's and limitations and possibilities both. So I think he and plus I don't know Malayalam, and I didn't know half of the time, because with Sunil, what used to happen that he was thinking in Malayalam, he starts explaining in English and then shifts to Malayalam without realizing that he's talking in Malayalam. So those were difficult in the sense, because when someone is explaining something to you with a lot of intensity, it's very difficult to find a point to say that, hello, sorry, I don't understand, you're talking in Malayalam. So that was bit difficult, I would say, for me. But I think Kannan helped me in a great detail, in the sense to make me understand the context of the story. Why is it placed in Kerala, Trivandrum, and why there's someone who's coming from outside? That helped me a lot in kind of laying out the range. But I don't think that I did such a great job, to be very honest. I think that it is, I don't know how it is looking, but in terms of acting, the story and everything was absolutely marvelous.
Both of you have a very strong medium and a good command on it. So how you intend to use this for a change in the society?
Answer this
No, first you speak out.
It's a process, to be very honest, Ashish. What you know and how will the change and transformation happen, no one knows. No, people have been trying and trying, and then there is one moment that appears that changed things for people through art. So we are trying. It's a processual journey, and we are just part of it. We will. I think what is important is to just keep this political consciousness alive. That's all. I'll try to find those little moments where what I want to say,
In the real
it
sense,
reaches.
it is a difficult question to answer. What kind of social change we make through our practice? But we are in practice. We are in uncompromising practice. But we don't know what kind of change is going to happen. We're trying to make our language more, at the same time, more powerful or more powerless.
It's a difficult question. You can be put in jail for posting one statement against the state, and then I have seen people get their plays getting banned, books getting banned in this era. So it is a very, very difficult question to at least keep your practice alive and keep your political consciousness alive.
So now it's a really difficult time for performance practices, because Corona destroyed every platform. So we want to start from again, start from the beginning. So this time is really difficult. So it is a difficult question to not answer it easily. We don't know what kind of change is going to happen.
Now the cinema has moved to the hands with OTTs and with the handheld devices. So is there any such innovation happening in the performing art?
It's a difficult question, Ashish. I think performing arts, I don't know about other performing arts, but theater is certainly struggling, because it is not a medium which can find virtual mediation, digital mediation. I mean, it can, but the language is so diverse unlike a classical performing art where you know what it is and how it is, and then you can adjust to a medium. But it is such a diverse practice, um, that it is difficult. And as Kannan said, that it is a difficult time, and the struggle is on.
I read about your venture into the Earth, the theatrical version of Earth. Would you like to comment anything about that?
Yeah, it was a very enriching process. I did it soon after my National School of Drama training ended. So it was the whole industry, as in learning something in institute and then going out and working are two different things. So when I went out, I got this project. So I was just graduate, from drama school, and I suddenly found myself in all the newspapers, and people wanted to have a bite. And then Mahesh, um, sir, was calling me to see what changes am I making in the script, because it was written by him. So yeah, it was an experience of a lifetime, and it is a wonderful film, to be very honest. And then he's done the ending. He said you can choose your own ending. And I said, I don't know what to change in it, because it's very difficult that the ending that where you've reached, it's very apt even for today. So maybe if we keep the same ending, we are commenting that things are moving very slow. Nothing has changed since then. Then maybe it was imagination. Now it is part of slight piece of reality, but nothing has changed for women.
About Love in the Time of Cholera, which I think a lot of Malayalis are a fan of Marquez. So, any comments on that?
It is about love, and it is also about understanding love in a many other different dimensions in terms of time and space. So I think we did another story called Erindra. That was quite a journey for both of us. I would say Kannan and me both. So we were asked to do small portions of the story. Did you read the story, Ashish? It's called Erindra.
No,
No,
no.
it's a short story, 19-page story. And as I said, that NSD, it gives you a lot of space to explore and express and encounter your limitations. So I was struggling with the scale, because with marquees, you can go up and down. You can diminish the scale and you can enlarge the scale. And that was the input with Deepan Sivaraman, who's an excellent scenographer. So he taught us a lot about space, and it was like dream. Yeah, Kanan, your space was wonderful in Erindra. Would you like to comment on that?
It's a long time back. So
I can help you refresh some memories. So he had created a space where he had painted a full forest on the walls, but not like real trees. His own version of trees on the walls. And then when the audience enters, they find oranges on the floor. So if you pick up an orange and peel it off to eat, you find a note, a special message. Yeah, Kanan?
yeah, it's dialogue between Erindra and the lover. The text is the dialogue between that lover boy, no? Erindra's lover. Yeah, I remember. But it was interesting.
That was the innovative approach that the theatrical form has utilized to communicate this story. Maybe the orange and or is it part of the story?
The oranges are not mentioned in the story. Because you read the story and then whatever you come up with, you explore with the material and the space and time and everything, how you want to express. So because we were 8 designers in our batch, and each space was a very special expression of one's, that individual. There was a thread, but there was no thread at the same time. So it was like a typical marquee space. And Deepan Sivaraman is a wonderful teacher also. The way he let you imagine the space, after this exercise and working with him, we have started looking many possibilities in space. So he was magical. Have you seen any of his work? Have you seen what was his last production, Kanan? Kazakh. Did you see Kazakh?
Kazakh was I did. I was in Bangalore when I watched, and it was in between rain and he struggled a little, but it was a wonderful performance. Of course, everyone has agreed on that. And then there was one more. I forgot the name. Prakash Bare had acted in the Doctor
Cabinet of Caligari.
Cabinet of Caligari. I also watched that at Thrissur. So yes.
Yeah, and so he's master of, actually magician of, in terms of scenography. Also, Abhilash sir was a great influence on our work. He pushes you to think in a very different way, and he questions your choices, so that you go back and you reflect, why did you choose certain things, and what are you trying to say. So yeah, he's again a very special teacher.
We started with Vishuddha Ratrigal, so connecting back to that. Do you think there is potential for grammatically there are a lot of differences, but then what is the potential you see in a movie as compared to a theater?
You're saying that the cinema it has a different language and theater has a different language, and cinema is evolving in a certain way. What do we see for theater in the same area? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, exactly. What do you see for theater in the same way, and is there a collaboration possible?
Oh, see, I've done Earth is a film, and I've done the theater production stage version of Earth. I think it is a completely different language. And we have seen in the past where, there were productions, musicals from Broadway were made into film. So I think collaboration is already there, where people are exploring the same text in one theatrical language and then in the cinematic language. So possibility of collaboration is huge, but collaboration, I don't see two grammars coming and meeting at any point. Collaboration in terms of text, actors, tools, acting tools, and as you said, the language is different. So maybe borrowing the language is already happening, but I don't see that the medium will collaborate at any point, which is also happening. Like, people are using a lot of digital intervention, but I don't know if we can call it cinematic or not. It's very hybrid. So it's already there, I guess, and people are exploring it in a big way, isn't it, Kannan?
Yeah.
Kannan's recent performance, which he will open in few days, is actually a good example of collaborating the live and the recorded, and also sensing few things.
It's not cinematic. It's what you said. It is hybrid. As theater practitioners nowadays, we are trying to collaborate with other art forms and other artists. So this is what we done is kind of a hybrid performance. We are collaborating with theater designers. We are collaborating with the multimedia kind of artists. The main thing is, we cannot compare the cinema and theater, because these conceptually and philosophically both are different. Film itself is evolved from an industrial philosophy. The film is more near to industrial philosophy, but theater is a kind of a life art. Life art means it need real people, real actions, real space. So at the current time, we all are trying to collaborate with other forms, like these digital mediums, other art forms. So there is a difference. So, but we cannot. But as performers, as performance makers, we can collaborate with film. There is a possibility of collaboration between each other, but we cannot compare it. Both are different, really different. Theatre is a life art, completely life art. Is it, Priyanka?
Yes, Kannan. I also would like to say, as our teachers also used to say in NSD a lot, that it is a highly collaborative art form already. You know, when I went to JNU, we used huge sculptures. For example, in Abhilash sir's Tempest, he used such a big sculpture of Yakshi at the back, and it was moving. It was a puppet, not a sculpture. So, you know, in NSD, there are 3 departments: visual arts, cinema, and theater. So when you bring up few examples from theater, they say, no, this is not exactly theater. Maybe, you know, there is a painting there. So this is probably a fine art collaboration. No one thing, वो तो नाट्य शास्त्र में था ना, वो गया बहुत पहले, when there was one thing called theater and there were rules. So it is, I think there is, as Kannan saying, that there is possibility, but again, the medium and the grammar is very different. What do you think about it as audience?
When I watched Deepan's, both of them, Dr. Caligari also, he has introduced different kind of medium into it. Khasak was an open auditorium, which is also not a new thing in theater, but the way it is presented was quite new and innovative and refreshing. Experiences are, each time we see something new, the kind of experience that conveys is very magical. So while we conclude, I would like to, because Kannan, couldn't speak out much, I think because of the network. Priyanka, would you like some experiences about Kannan's performance or the time you were together in NSD, or, just to know more about Kannan?
Kannan is a very, very intelligent being, wise being, I would say, because when he came to NSD, he used to be very mum all the time. Never used to talk much. And then, as I said that I was from Delhi, and I said, why is he not talking? Then slowly you get to know that people are shy in shifting languages, and then drama school is a different environment altogether. It also gives you cultural shocks at many, many levels, because your body is your tool. So when you put your body on floor, it also understands few things in its own way. So Kannan was very shy and used to give one comment which used to flip the whole discourse around. So one shy boy in the class who will always sit at the back but raises his voice at a correct point. So, and I could never thought that he would act so well, to be very honest, as a batchmate. But we have a teacher, Robin Das. He did a play, and he had just one line. Where he scolds his wife because she's bringing some orphan kid at home. And then in the first half of the play, that was the one line where audience used to give him claps, or the first clap of the play. So we were all surprised that what a beautiful actor he is with such a great timing. His sense of timing is absolutely on the mark. So which surprised me in a big way, and I think it surprised the whole batch. So that's one incident. What was the line, Kannan? Do you remember? आज मैं देख लेगा मैं इस घर में कौन है मेरा बात इधर चल रहा है. It was absolutely wonderful. People actually remember that line in the entire play. Also, as a designer, not only as a performer, but as a designer, he was someone who will push his limits and then go back to his cocoon, then again come out and push his limits and then go back again. So one person with whom you can come back and discuss the nuances of your work without being judged, which is a very, very big, quality to have.
कनन, अभी आप प्रियंका जी के बारे में बात कीजिए प्लीज.
प्रियंका, ये प्रॉब्लम तो एनएसडी से है. I had some thoughts, but it's confused. How will I express it?
You take some time. I wish to share one more thing which came as a shock. You can take 2 minutes. Sorry. That we used to get stipend like 8,000 rupees per month. And I could never comprehend this in my head that someone will take 4 months of scholarship and give it to someone who needs it in Trivandrum to give his fee, and he will left with nothing. So, I just couldn't make peace with it that he is not calculative enough to, at least keep some money for himself and send it. I'm not saying that he's a saint, but it came so naturally to him that someone needs it more than I do, so why not give it? So this is one what to say, memory that changed so many things for myself. Yeah, sorry. Now you can go on, Kannan.
That's a real problem for me when I was there, especially in the beginning time. Language is a real barrier. इंटरव्यू में अटेंड किया, एडमिशन मिला, पर फिर एक तरह का कॉम्प्लेक्स भी होता है. तो हमें ये बोलना नहीं आता है, तो मुझे बोलना नहीं आता है, तो लोग कैसे मुझे समझेगा और लोग मुझे कैसे जज करेगा, ये तो पूरा फियर होता है. So she is the one person who helped me out. Gradually, I used to talk with her. Then she didn't correct me, but kind of communication made me confident. So gradually, I started to think that I can communicate, I can speak. That kind of communication we maintained. And मैं तो हमारा बैच का एक्सपीरियंस बोल रहे, तो मुझे हर किसी का ये बैच में वो क्लास वर्क के बारे में, क्योंकि वो क्लास वर्क हमारे लिए बहुत जरूरी था. मैं बोल रहा हूँ मेरा नहीं है, बाकी सारा डिजाइनर्स, एक्टर्स, क्योंकि उन सब से हम सीखा, उन सब से हम लर्न किया. हमारा लर्निंग प्रोसेस ऐसा है, एनएसडी का सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग लर्निंग प्रोसेस ऐसा है, हम वी लर्न फ्रॉम ईच अदर. There is teachers, but we learn from each other. That is the most important thing in the NSD. So, एक तरफ आउटस्टैंडिंग, क्योंकि तो मुझे तो NSD में एक्टिंग, मुझे तो डिजाइनिंग नहीं मिला. मैंने भी डिजाइनिंग, क्योंकि मुझे डिजाइनिंग सीखना है. I want to learn design. When I came to design, I had the same confidence issue with the language, because I initially trained as an actor. I didn't know anything about design, because the design class starts with live sketching, the kind of things. So I didn't know any. I had no basics, because I am pushing myself to design, because after NSD I want to do theater, and from here I want to achieve the complete sense of theater. So that's why I'm pushing to design. But I am not talented to be selected as a design student. So no, I remember everyone's work, but she had a kind of some कुछ, मतलब हम ऐसा बोलता है ना, कुछ अलग नहीं. She always had a attitude to take challenges. From her first class work to her last diploma production, it was really radical things she did. From her lighting scene work, from each scene work she did, she had an attitude to take that challenge. So that I know. Her diploma production was really interesting. Its name was Ocean.
No, it was a disaster.
But it's Ocean. It's kind of installation work here in CP. You know CP, the Delhi, the Connaught Place. A boat with actors moving. The actors are asking to people that do you know where the ship goes? That was interesting. So that was the most interesting memory I had with her. She had that real attitude to take that challenges.
Thank you, Kannan, for saying such kind words, but I think he's exaggerating, Ashish. He's totally exaggerating.
No, totally no. I'm not exaggerating. It's what I feel. It's what I felt.
I wish you all the best, Kannan, for your upcoming performance. Waiting for more from Priyanka. Wish you all the best, both of you. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay.
Thank you very much, and the pleasure is ours. Thank you very much.
Thank you.